Hi guys, so today I just wanted to show you a quick tutorial on how to do a top knot, or what is now known as a Molly Mae bun. A lot of you are asking how I do it. It's not hard at all. I know I'm a hairdresser and I'm going to say that, but it's really not. So all you're going to need today is a hairband. I'm going for blonde because I'm blonde, but go for dark if you're dark. It doesn't matter. You're not going to see it anyway. I've got 5 2-inch hair grips. They are the waved hair tools ones. They're just what I prefer to use. You can use whatever you like. I'm probably going to use about 3. I might be eating my words at this point, but you never know. I'm also going to use a back combing brush. I like it just because it smooths your hair nicely. You get that sleek ponytail look. I mean, you can go for the throw it up kind of look. You can make this as messy or as neat as you want to. I'm going to go for the more polished look today just because that's what people are tending to go for at the minute. But you can put your own twist on these things, obviously. So basically, all you need to do, we're going to do a ponytail on the crown. I'll go into that later. And then we're just going to wrap the hair around and grip it. Today, I've really not prepped my hair. I straightened it yesterday. I've slept on it. It's been to the gym. It's as rough as it gets basically, so this has not had anything special done to it. It's not overly prepped, it's not got something fancy going on that I'm not telling you about. It is just I woke up like this kind of thing. So let's just start with the ponytail. I thought I'd start with this part because it's no use me telling you put a ponytail in and then you're not knowing everything. I thought we'd go through the whole process together. So we're just going to brush it up. I tend to start from these side bits just because that's where I get the most frizzy. Your ponytail needs to be above your crown for this. Personally, I find that's the best option. You have to bear with me while I do this little process. Sometimes I tip my head upside down. I'm not going to do that now because that'll probably look quite funky on the camera, but bear with. So, as you can see, combing the underneath, combing the sides. This does sound quite rough, but it's just because it's quite a fine textured brush. So it sounds like it's pulling my hair, but it's not. It's literally just skimming over the top layer of it, smoothing it. It's not about, if you was going to have like a really smooth ponytail, we'd be brushing that ponytail out with a normal tension brush just to get that ponytail nice and sleek, get maximum length, no knots, no bits that are tucked away hidden underneath. But this really isn't that serious at all. So again, this is from exactly the same kind of stage that you guys would go at, so it's going to be the same kind of time that it would take you. Again, there's no point in me doing something half a stage through and you guys are like, well, it took me 5 times longer than that, blah blah blah. So yeah, we're doing this together, we're in it together, don't worry guys. We're about there. I mean, you can smooth it a little bit more if you want to. Just gonna have a quick look in the mirror just to make sure that's not looking too funky. Never done this before, first tutorial, so I just thought, being as a lot of you ask me on a day-to-day basis in the salon, how do you do that? Does your hair take you ages in the morning? Blah blah blah. It really doesn't. Like, who's got time for that really? No one. I've not. A lot of you know I like to go to the gym every day, so my hair is not getting washed every day. It's not realistic, it's not healthy for your hair. If you're a particularly greasy, oily person, you can use dry shampoos just to freshen your hair up for this. I'm not, so I'm not going to use it, but that is not a problem. You could dry shampoo your hair first. So just using the pin of the tail of this brush, going over where we've got these bumpy bits, I'm just going to smooth it out. I'm kind of taking the top layer of the hair where the underneath layer is poking through. As you can see, I'm darker underneath just where my roots are. Smoothing that over. So we've got a nice ponytail on top of our head. I'm just going to turn to the side just to show you where that's living. So it's not here where you'd wear a normal ponytail, it's up on top, okay? We're going to twist the hair. We're going to wrap it around. Now, I don't like to go too tight on this just because I feel like you look like you've got a little chef's hat on if you're going too tight underneath. I mean, we can pull this a little bit up, make that live a little bit higher, but that's about right. Sometimes I'll grip the underneath layer. you don't have to. This is a really quick throw up. So we've got about a few inches of hair left. Just gonna get the grip, slide it into a section of the hair where it's twisted underneath, push it in straight forwards, that's it. And then this bit, it's gonna get tucked under. Again, getting the grip. I'm not opening the grip. These grips are designed, they've got an opening here. You don't need to open them up and cram loads of hair in because they're just going to slide back out again. These grips are designed to pick up the amount of hair they're designed to hold. You're not meant to be cramming loads in. And again, this little bit under here, you can wiggle it around and pick up a little bit more hair if you feel like the bun's sitting a bit too high. But that is basically the bun done. Nothing serious. I mean, I get these little flyaway bits. They're really cool. So we'll just smooth them in. No hairspray, no product required at all. I don't use hairspray for this style. Don't think it's necessary. You can if you want to, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel the need to use it. Now, if you wanted to make this ponytail, bun a little bit more messy, you could pull it out, you could leave it a little bit more ragged, you could even back comb your ponytail. I'm not going to overcomplicate it today, guys. This is it. It's took me a few minutes, if that. I mean, if you're a really smooth, neat person, you could have spent a little bit more time on it, but I like a bit of a 50-50. I don't like to look like I've spent hours on it, but I also don't like to look like I've been dragged my head backwards, so happy medium. Anyway, guys, I hope this has helped you. I hope it's going to make your life a little bit easier in the morning when you're thinking, oh God, I don't know what to do with my hair, etc. Quick, easy, sorted. Bye!